1917, three shepherd children in Portugal. They saw something. For the next 6 months, tens of thousands gathered, waiting, watching, witnessing. On October 13th, 70,000 people watched the sun move. And the children later said they were given 3 secrets, 3 messages about the future of the world. The first 2 were revealed wars, suffering, Russia. But the third secret, the Vatican locked it away and refused to release it for decades. In 1960, they were supposed to open it. They didn't. People around the world asked, why? By the year 2000, the Vatican finally revealed something. A vision, an assassination attempt, an interpretation. But to this day, millions still ask, was that everything? Or is there more the Church never told us? Let's start with what actually happened. May 13th, 1917, Fatima, Portugal. 3 shepherd children. Lucia Santos, age 10, and her cousins Francisco and Jacinta Marto, ages 9 and 7, were tending sheep in a field called Cova da Iria. They reported seeing a woman brighter than the sun, standing above a small oak tree. She told them she would return on the 13th of each month for 6 months, and she did. Word spread. By June, dozens came. By July, thousands. By October 13th, the final apparition. An estimated 70,000 people gathered in that field. Newspapers sent reporters, skeptics came to debunk. Believers came to witness. What happened that day has never been universally agreed upon. Witnesses reported the sun dancing, spinning, plunging toward the earth, changing colors. Clothing that had been soaked by rain was suddenly dry. Journalists documented it. Scientists proposed theories. None fully explained it. But the children said the woman, who they believed was the Virgin Mary, had given them 3 secrets, 3 messages about the future of humanity, and the third one would be sealed for decades. The first 2 secrets were written down by Lucia in 1941. The first secret, a vision of hell. Lucia described a vivid scene of suffering, meant to warn, not terrify. It was a call to prayer and to penance. The second secret was a prophecy. It predicted the end of World War I and warned of a second and even greater war. It also said that Russia would spread her errors throughout the world if it did not convert. This was 1917, before the Russian Revolution, before the Soviet Union existed. The prophecy seemed to anticipate the Cold War. These 2 secrets were published by the Church in the 1940s. They were powerful, they were specific, and they didn't cause much controversy. The first was spiritual, the second was geopolitical. Both had already come to pass. But the third secret was different. Lucia wrote it down separately in 1944 and sealed it in an envelope. She gave one instruction: it could be opened in 1960 or after her death. The bishop read it, then sent it to Rome, and the Vatican locked it in the Holy Office archives. For decades, no one outside the Vatican knew what it said. 1960 arrived. The Catholic world waited. Would the Vatican reveal the third secret? They didn't. Instead, the Church issued a statement. It is most probable the secret will remain forever, under absolute seal, forever. Why? No official explanation. Speculation grew. Some said it predicted the end of the world. Others said it revealed a crisis inside the Church. Theologians debated. Believers wondered. And the mystery only deepened. In 1980, Pope John Paul II was asked about it during a visit to Germany. He said the secret dealt with dangers threatening the faith and the life of the Christian. But he didn't reveal the full text. Then in 1981, something happened that would later be connected to Fatima. May 13th, the anniversary of the first apparition, the Pope was shot 4 times in St. Peter's Square. He survived, and he credited the Virgin Mary of Fatima with saving his life. The bullet that nearly killed him was later placed in her crown. But still, the third secret remained sealed. Finally, on May 13th, 2000, the Vatican released the third secret. A summary first, then the full text. Here is what it said. Lucia's vision described a bishop dressed in white, walking through a ruined city, praying for the dead he passed along the way, climbing a mountain toward a great cross, and being killed by soldiers firing bullets and arrows. The Vatican's interpretation, given by Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger, was this. The vision symbolized the persecution of Christians throughout the 20th century. Wars, martyrdom, totalitarian regimes, and the bishop in white was Pope John Paul II. The assassination attempt of 1981 was the fulfillment. According to the Vatican, the third secret referred to the past, not the future. But almost immediately, questions began. Some pointed out that Lucia's vision showed the Pope being killed. John Paul II survived. The Vatican said the vision was symbolic, not literal. But if it was symbolic, what exactly was it meant to symbolize? Others noted something else. In earlier interviews, Lucia had said the third secret contained words from the Virgin Mary, actual instructions or warnings. But the 2000 document contained only a vision, no words, no message. Some asked whether a second part existed. The Vatican said no. Several popes and cardinals had also described the secret as concerning a crisis inside the Church, albeit or a loss of faith. But the 2000 interpretation focused on outside persecution, Nazism, communism, the shooting, not internal crisis. This difference raised questions for some researchers. And finally, Sister Lucia herself. After 2000, she confirmed the Vatican's interpretation in letters. But those letters came years later, after decades in a cloistered convent, writing only through church authorities. Was she free to speak or guided? We don't know, and the debate continues. So what is the third secret of Fatima? Is it the 2000 document, a symbolic vision connected to the survival of John Paul II? Or is there more? Words unspoken, warnings withheld, messages too difficult to share. The truth is, we may never know. What we do know is this. In 1917, 3 children reported visions that drew 70,000 witnesses. In 1960, the Vatican chose silence. In 2000, they chose revelation. with interpretation. And today, millions still ask, was that everything? Fatima has inspired devotion and debate for more than a century. Not because the mystery is solved, but because part of its power is that it refuses to be closed.